Join me in welcoming husband and wife team Ryan and Christina Wikman of Chestnut Grove Design Group as we talk about designing homes from the inside out. Ryan shaping the landscape, Christina crafting the interiors, and how their collaboration creates a seamless, connected experience. Ryan and Christina, welcome to In the Workroom with Manny podcast. First of all, we did all of our catching up outside, but we'll redo it kind of here. I was thinking about something on the drive here. I couldn't remember, Christina, when we started working together. And I meant to look at it on the calendar, and I forgot before we started because I think my frozen lunch was defrosting, and I had to get in the freezer. But I can't remember. It's been at least 10 years.
Yeah, actually, I was thinking about it a little bit before because I couldn't remember either because it's been so long. But I think my first project with you guys was in Boston. I think it was actually my aunt and uncle's townhouse in Boston.
Over near BU, near Fenway, not exactly.
Right near the hospitals, they have a brownstone. And I worked with them. And I think that was the first job. And that was, I think it was probably 12-ish years ago.
That makes sense to me.
10, 11, 12 years ago.
That makes sense to me.
That was our first project. And yeah.
But like I was saying, I saw you guys recently, and I thought to myself, you remind me a little bit of my parents, because I think it's rare that a husband and wife team unite to make a unified force. You know, over the years at this crazy workroom I work at, I've asked my wife many times to come join me, and I think she's a lot smarter than I am. And she said to me, Manny, I'm going to stay away because you're crazy, and I don't think I should work with you. No. But I wanted to ask you about, first of all, I was thinking about Chestnut Grove. How did that name come about? When did it officially become one? When did that all happen?
Yeah, so Ryan kind of actually started first because he,
2006.
I'll let you tell your bit.
Yeah, so 2006, right out of college, I started my first business, which was design, build, maintenance. I had all employees and everything.
Landscape design.
Yeah, it was landscape design. And then I ran that for about 10 years. And then from there,
Well, should I share my part?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, so yeah, he started his out of college, and then I graduated in 2007. 2007. And then I worked for a few years at Dahlia Kitchen Design in Boston in the design center. And then the whole financial crash happened. And so I got laid off from that job. And I remember I cried, but then
she called me on the phone.
I cried. Yeah. Because we were married at that point. We got married really young.
That's what I was going to ask you. How did you guys meet? Because I couldn't figure out the timing of everything. I'm going to reverse now. I guess we'll take another step back.
So our anniversary was actually yesterday.
Whoa. 18 years.
18
We have the exact same birthday.
We do have
the same birthday?
Yeah, 3 years apart.
We're both September 1st. 3 years apart. He's 3 years older. Yeah. I know. A lot of weird things.
You don't have to worry about your signs matching then, right? Is that one of those things?
No, I know. Usually it's like opposites attract, which I think we're opposite in some ways. But anyways, sorry.
That's great.
Yeah. So we were married at the time, and we got married in 2008. And then I was working. I got laid off. But the whole time I was at Dahlia Kitchen Design, I was kind of like dreaming about like what my own business was going to be. It was always just part of me. I don't know. I just felt I was always going to do that. So, I was like, okay, I'm laid off. And we're in a financial crisis. No one's going to hire me. So I literally took out a Craigslist ad and I got a business number and I started from Craigslist.
Wow. Does Craigslist still exist?
I sound ancient now.
It still exists, right?
Craigslist still exists, but I don't know who uses it.
I don't know who uses it. I think it's used to buy illegal animals online and stuff like that.
Yeah, something. So, Yeah, and I still remember my very first the very first person who reached out, and it was somebody from Lexington. I went to her house to do a consult. She wanted to know what to do with this like kind of den space room that she had, and I actually told her that she should upholster the walls.
What's wrong with that? We've upholstered some walls.
I mean, I love upholstered walls, but it's just funny to me that I was just so young and like had no idea like just the cost that it would be to even do something like that if, you go on this random consult. Upholster your walls.
Yeah.
It would have been cool. It would have been cool.
It would have been
I know
cool.
it would have been.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was how I started. And then it just, very slowly, I knew nothing about the business aspects of it. I had to just kind of like very slowly start to figure things out. But he was working landscape design. I was doing interior design. Little bit by little bit, we sometimes would have clients that would, need both services. So it was maybe around 2016 or so that we were kind of finally at a point we were like, I had my clients, he had his, but we were like, this just needs to be combined because it just goes together. So around 2016, we decided I was Christina Wikman Interiors and he was Wickworks, but we got rid of those and started Chestnut Grove. And you want to talk about the name a little bit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So
not like some deep thing, but there's maybe a little story.
I won't go into it all, but I failed in a big way. So let's just put it that way, my first business. So, but again, I think the best part about failure is what you learn from it.
Oh, yeah.
And I think having tried and failed big was a good learning experience for myself, like for both of us. And that kind of helped bring our two businesses together and helped me simplify what I was doing.
Yeah.
So Chestnut Grove came from, I'm not going to go super into this, but the whole eastern seaboard of America, North America, was covered in the chestnut tree, American chestnut. And then due to a blight coming across the seas with plant material and so forth, the American chestnut was wiped out over the span of like 100 years. And these trees, like you look at this, and these trees were like 2, 3, 4 times the size, like the caliper of them, like gorgeous trees.
Wow.
And they've all been wiped out. There is a grove, I believe, in Michigan that is left because this blight, the pathogen now lives in oak trees.
He loves
here.
his trees.
Oh, wow.
So our oak trees have this all in them now. It doesn't harm them, but the chestnut can't revive.
No.
But there's this one grove that remains still in the U.S. where it hasn't got there, which is pretty cool. But there's a whole organization that is trying to revive and bring back the American chestnut. And
I just thought Chestnut Grove sounded cool.
It does sound cool.
for me, it was like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Yeah.
Is what it was for me.
Yeah.
That's
so
basically
it
what
resonated
it meant for
with
me.
him. Yeah, because we were just kind of thinking through, what are we going to call this? And we wanted it to be Chestnut Grove Design Group because it's kind of bringing together two different aspects. I'm interior design. He's landscape design. So, just kind of a couple of different aspects of design coming together into a group.
I love that. I love it. But I know you're talking about the chestnut trees. Our old shop, the whole building was built out of chestnut.
Oh.
And the I'm going to use the wrong terminology. The columns or the
mills.
the beams. It was an old mill.
Yeah.
And I remember we were moving in there, and my uncle was with us. My uncle John, who is my dad's older brother, and he's always our friend and consultant, and gives us his perspective. And we were like, "What are these columns?" And they were chestnut.
Oh wow.
And they were rock solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember we were like, "Oh, this is gonna be great. We're gonna drill everything into them and hang everything." It was like drilling cement.
So hard. Yeah.
Went through
Really
1,000
hardwood.
bits.
Yeah. You go through 1,000 bits. Yeah. But that's really interesting, Ryan, because it's funny over the years. In such a short period of time, the chestnut trees got completely wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
But I love that for your name though, because I failed a lot too. I failed out of one college. Over the years. But for me too, it was a huge spark of a moment.
Yeah.
So I love that, and I love your logo too. By the way, seeing it on your truck pulling up, it looks very sophisticated and sharp. Yeah, I
you.
like it. We spent so much time on our logo.
Yes, yes, so important.
But tell me now, we were talking before we started, you have a new office in Winchester. We're going to have a grand opening. I'll be there.
Yay.
I plan on being there.
Perfect. You're our first RSVP. Well, maybe
Yes,
second.
maybe second. Besides the kids, but yeah. No. What's your office setup like? Are you in your own areas, or I mean, you have to be, right? I mean, you can't.
You can just ask. Do we fight? No.
You're like,
No.
I'm going to move. Like, this is how far away we are.
Yeah.
So we're in Winchester Center. We really love Winchester. Like, it's just a kind of nice little pocket design community. I feel like there's a couple designers, there's some architects there, builders, great people. But our office it's not huge. It's not as grand as your beautiful new spaces, but it's a nice space. We have our desk set up kind of when you come in. There's kind of a big room that we have a very large table that I do a lot of scheming on, a lot of big boards on the walls where I can do all those things too. You know, we keep our big library of materials, and then we have another separate room off of the back that we also have a lot of materials and things, and place for employee to work. Future employees to work. And
Just me for now.
Well, yeah, for the moment. In the winter, anyways. I'm like, Ryan.
but Ryan, your end though, right? When you're designing and scheming and scheming, is that the right word?
Yeah, definitely.
I felt like it was a dark
drawing,
word. Yeah,
designing.
Yours is all done on a computer, right? Or are you,
it is.
Yeah.
It's all CAD based. Software is Vectorworks, but you build in a 2D and you can build in a 3D at the exact same time. It's a complicated yet like fantastic software.
Yeah.
He doesn't have as much like stuff. I have all the stuff in the space, so I've relegated him to this tiny little desk, and I have everything else. Yeah, pretty much. But you really just don't have. I mean, he's
no, because I can go to nurseries and into stone yards and all over to find and pick and all my material.
Lots of things.
And I know what I like, and I don't have to have just
tons of it
everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I can get when I need it and bring it and show it to clients.
Right.
I don't have to have it all in the office. So
yeah.
Like an interior design, I mean, I've worked with so many interior designers that, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Christina, you start to find the pieces you fall in love with, right? This chair, this dining set, this brand, Do you have, Ryan, your go-to bushes, trees, stone that you love that you know is going to work in the Northeast? You know it's going to look great. You know it's going to survive well.
I do.
Yeah.
Like, I think we're getting into the spring right now. I am like always die hard, fully in love with bulbs. You can, you would pull my heart out if you said, "Oh, you can't plant bulbs." Like I'd die. So I just planted at our own house like 4,000 or 5,000 bulbs. Like this past fall, my kids were out there helping put them in.
4,000 or 5,000.
Yeah, I think it's about 5,000.
No way.
We have this hill on the side of the property, and he filled the whole thing. Like him and Scarlett, our youngest, was out. He was out there he has this drill. Drills.
Yeah,
and Scarlett is like tossing him the bulbs as fast as she
you
can.
gotta put it in, roots down.
So she's good. We're like going in a system. He was like, she was passing in the bulbs. He was drilling
efficient.
the hole.
I love that.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
So we'll see what comes out.
Yeah. So daffodils, tulips, like my two main favorites.
Yeah.
But the coolest thing about daffodils is we have rabbit problems all over.
Oh.
So tulips will get decimated by the rabbits, whereas daffodils will not.
Interesting. Now, my wife, her favorite thing besides our kids is her flowers. She loves them. I'm like 7th or 8th on the list, but no, that's a bad joke. No, she takes exceptional care of me. But she recently, we wake up and we'd see our bulbs dug out, and she is on a rampage, like almost like
I know.
like
it's infuriating.
almost like she wants me to kill everything in sight.
Yeah.
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 Pew, pew,
Yeah.
pew, pew.
So
It's
I was
bad.
I was at Cabela's recently, and I said to the guy, I said, hey, I said, what kind of BB gun do you have where I can take out? She thinks the woodchuck we have is eating.
Yeah.
Well, it goes. We've seen it. It stands up and it pulls the flower down and eats the top off. And she is not happy
I
with.
know. It really is infuriating. Like
yeah.
it can be multiple things, right? Like the rabbits, woodchucks, squirrels.
Yeah, well, they'll dig the bulbs too,
Yeah.
but they won't go after daffodils.
They won't
So
go after
daffodils have a chemical that is naturally in them
No way.
that they will not go after them.
I can't wait to
Tulips do not, so they will
Yeah.
decimate your tulips. But I mix tulips in with the daffodils to try to deceive the rabbits.
Yeah, no, we have. I'm going into an area that I know nothing about. I appreciate it because I come home, it feels like after the warmth we're about to have, right, that all these things will start coming up, right, and it's exciting because my whole front yard is full of it. And I said to my wife, I said, I can't wait to see the stuff come up.
Right.
And she's like, well, I don't know if much is going to come up. It's been eaten by all.
Oh no.
And I said, oh.
Yeah.
So we just touched on a sensitive
Yeah,
subject here.
yeah.
So.
Yeah. I mean, you do all this hard work and then just gets eaten by rodents. So
Yeah,
it's frustrating. Yeah. But you've come up with some tricks.
Oh,
Things to use, the right things to use.
We have a garage full of all kinds of stuff.
Right.
Yeah, coyote piss and all
Yes,
kinds of
everything.
things. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I know.
Well, I have,
Like your
like-
children's hair trimmings.
Yeah.
Like
I have like fencing coming like today or tomorrow that I'll put around some of my beds to protect my bulbs.
Interesting.
Mostly the tulips. Daffodils
Yeah.
will be totally fine.
Yeah.
But because I want my tulips to like flourish. So
Yeah.
I want to get pictures this spring. So I'm like, nope, sorry, rabbits. You're
You're on timeout.
you're not getting in.
yeah, we have a cat too, so that we try.
that helps.
We try. Yeah.
Yeah, they're little
He's
tigers.
an indoor-outdoor cat, so.
Yeah, they protect my bulbs.
He's only a year old. He's only a year old, but we're hoping this year he'll do some damage on the rabbits.
Yes. I know. Yeah, right
Are
now
we
it's
allowed
just.
to say that?
I don't know.
Well, I can void it because when I was younger growing up, I actually like had 7 rabbits and I would breed them and sell them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
interesting. So
for
you-
like
you,
pets.
You gave back
Yeah.
to the
And
rabbit
she even
community.
bought one from me.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
did you guys grow up in the
So
same
our
town?
families knew each other. His younger brother was my age, and we were in the same class.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
We
I
don't
don't
really know each
I don't
other.
remember
Where?
Ryan.
I have no idea where.
I grew up in Burlington,
Okay.
Yeah, we both did.
and you grew up in Burlington. We both
yeah.
grew up in Burlington. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't remember him. But I knew his younger brother well. And one day his younger brother brought a rabbit into show and tell. And I was like, I need a rabbit. So my parents brought me to their house because they were selling them. And apparently I bought a rabbit from him, but I didn't see you. I think I just saw your brother and bought the rabbit.
I love that.
Yeah.
You guys have a
We have a
tremendous
lot
history.
of
Yeah, I
connections.
love that. Well, I have a question for you. Recently, my boys are 16 and 15. My daughter is 8. And
Ours too.
yours too?
Yeah, our youngest is 8.
Oh, really?
But our boys are younger than yours, but our daughter's 8.
Oh, okay. So my daughter's teacher wrote us and was like, we're going to have parent
Teacher conference.
you come in and talk about what you do, right?
Oh.
So I was like, okay, I'll bring in some like this little mini drapery we have. Maybe I'll bring in like my tool belt, which I never use anymore, but I like to put it on sometimes just when I'm, on the weekends around the house.
Totally.
Just to,
Nostalgia.
Remember.
yeah, pull the drill out, measure something.
Right.
But which one of you two now would go in on parent show off day? That's a good one. I'm leaning towards Ryan. I think he might have cooler tools, but yeah.
Honestly, I think you have.
Well, I planted bulbs
Gone
with kids,
into-
so
Oh,
we
he
plant them
has
in the
gone to the
fall,
school.
and then in the springtime they get to see them all pop up everywhere.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah,
that. I love
so,
Right.
Yeah, and
His is kind of more fun, I think, for the kids. They get to go outside and get dirty.
that. Yeah,
built
yeah.
like model tree houses in
Yeah.
their school
Oh,
as well
cool.
too, things
Did
like
you?
that. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I haven't gone in, but
But yours would be cool too,
it
though.
would be
showing,
fun.
Yeah.
I would like to tell the kids what I do.
With my mom and dad growing up in the family business, it's hard to shut off the business switch, right? How do you guys manage that? How do you manage, not so much with my wife and my boys. In my house, it doesn't come up much at all. But with my parents, all the time. We never stop talking about it. Do you guys find an ability to shut it off every now and then, or?
I think I'm better than she probably is.
Yeah.
Because if I want to, I can just, it's
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about it anymore.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
So
Good.
but I think it's,
I guess I'm probably like, I love it so much that I never really feel like I'm working when I'm thinking about like ideas things I might want to do like with the business or just, ways of promoting or, whatever. So I'm probably not as good. Like I can definitely relax and, we're actually going on a trip. We told you.
Yeah.
We're going to be away.
That's great.
In Florida. So I'll definitely, relax. And I'm pretty good at on the weekends not working. I don't usually take out my computer or anything like that and like work. I want to be with the kids and, hang out with them. But I am always thinking about if I get an idea, if I'm looking, I mean, I love design so much. I'm always like reading design books. I'm always like, reading magazines, and I'm always storing ideas away or, this will be great for this client. I save it for that. Pinterest I'm always saving everything into Pinterest so that I can go back when I am working and remember like, oh, I saw this cool thing, because it's like design doesn't happen like just in a certain amount of like work hours. It's you're out, you see things, it comes to you in random, you're sleeping sometimes, like you wake up and I'll like wake up once in a while and like make a note and then in the morning I'm like, that's a terrible idea. But at night it sounded really good. But things happen at weird times, like when your brain is kind of like relaxing a little bit. So I can't ever like fully shut it off, but it's not like I'm telling him or talking about it always. It's more just, internally thinking about it, because
I mean, we
I know
talk
that
about
he'll
it a
eventually.
lot. There's always like constant conversations that we're having always.
There is, But I guess we never really get to a point too much though, where we're like, this is too much. Like our life is not enjoyable because we're talking about business. I think if we were getting like sick of it, we could be like, okay, like enough. Like let's just hang out and forget about it.
Sure.
I think if you got sick of it, then you'd have to reevaluate why are we even doing what we're doing.
Sure.
So I think it's just been such a part of our life, like working for ourselves.
So
like that's all we've ever
really known. If you're going to be self-employed, there's going to be no work-life balance, basically.
Yes.
But I mean, it's not like our kids get plenty of time with plenty of time with us. Like we're at everything with them.
We're
That's
so
great.
flexible that way that we feel like they
Yeah.
do benefit a lot, because he's around a lot too, which is nice, and especially in the winter. He's not running around to the job sites as much. So it's great. Like we get a lot of flexibility from doing it, and we just, we coordinate our calendars and we manage it that way. Yeah.
I was going to say,
you have to love it though.
You do have to love it.
You really do eat, sleep, and breathe it.
You do. It's I think you were starting to say, Christina, self-employed is that, it's a love, but it's a full-time, it truly is full-time. I think about this place all the time.
Right. It's kind of a lifestyle. It's just kind of a lifestyle. Yeah.
Do you ever pull each other in for questions? Like, hey, what do you think about this, Ryan? Or what do you think about this, Christina? Or
I think it's like, so our desks are like like this. I'm facing this way, she's facing this way.
Yeah.
So
I'm behind him. His desk is here and I'm behind him, so I can see his computer, which I think is great.
She's like, I like to monitor what
always
you're doing.
See what he's doing. I'm gonna be like, Ryan, what are you working on? Drive him a little nuts.
No, but so I'm the one who's getting forced to like, I got to stand up and come around to the backside of her desk.
But like he has such a great eye. So sometimes if I am in my head about stuff and I'm just like, and I a lot of times like just need to talk about what I'm designing. I might not necessarily be like stuck. I just want to like talk because it helps me to like organize it in my mind.
Right.
So he's very great with that. He'll let me like just kind of like tell him what I'm saying, and he might not listen to all of it, but like he'll let me talk to him about it.
That's great though. It's great to have I'm the same way. Sometimes you have to talk about it out loud. Just to say, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, okay, I got it. I'm all set.
Yeah, exactly. But really though, like sometimes you have really good input too with design. Just even though it's not interior, you're not doing interior design, but you just have good eye like for proportion and scale and like, you know, those types of
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And just, you know, if color, he's very good with color. You have to be, you do that. So, yeah, so
Yeah, that's
I
right.
do sometimes bounce ideas. We bounce ideas off each other. And then we also have some overlap with what we do. And that's kind of a huge part of why we wanted our businesses to be joint, because like if somebody's building a house, for instance, I'm thinking about, well, what are we looking at out the window? Like even before they've oriented the house, like he gets involved with like, how should the house be oriented on the lot?
Oh yeah.
Because
for light
light, what's the landscape going to be outside? You know, like there's, however the land is formed, there's going to be places that lend themselves better to certain things, pools, you know, all those different things. So we're able to like really think about that and talk about it and figure that out before anything happens, so that we really have like a good starting point, so that later you're not trying to like work backwards type of a thing. So I mean, that was a big reason why we wanted the companies to be together, because we just saw like how beneficial it is, and even just the materials that are being used outside, repeating them inside. Like say we're using a lot of brick on the exterior of the house, maybe we're going to have some brick floors on the inside then. Or we did a project in Gloucester that has a big, huge fireplace feature. The stone that's on the inside is the same stone that we used on the outside.
Nice.
And we matched that stone to what it looks like on the seashore.
The seawall.
So that we could really like bring it all together.
Yeah, they have an existing, it's like Cape Ann granite. So we matched up stone with what was on the existing walls.
And he's an expert in, you know, knowing where to go to get the stone and all, and what material it actually is. And so it definitely like made a nice like cohesive look for the project. So and you guys did the window treatments, which are fantastic.
Yes. No, thanks to you. No, but I what I love about both of you is I always knew this about you, Christina. I only met Ryan recently at one of the events, but I can tell you have a love and passion for what you do. When you go on a trip like you're about to go on, Ryan, do you study the landscape,
so
you know?
Every year we go down to Florida, we go to the show house, like the Kips Bay show house.
Oh, right.
So
right.
maybe one day we'll do that. I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll see. But so we're going to the show house tomorrow.
Okay.
But it's fantastic to walk through. But then I think the thing I thoroughly enjoy is like looking at what they're doing at the landscapes down there. Which, for a lot of the show houses, they do have to kind of throw them together. But
they're pretty incredible. What they do. And I mean, Florida, obviously the plants are very different.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you get inspiration from some of the different things that you see there. I definitely do. It's really fun to go and see everything. Some of the vendors even that I've come across there, I've recently used in some other projects. So there's definitely a good, it's great for inspiration.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a great idea. What about for fun? When the stone is, you know, when the stone is put down, when the design boards are put down, what do you do? Obviously, how many kids do you have?
We have three.
3 kids.
Two boys and a girl.
2 boys and a girl. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Same in my house.
Okay.
Your daughter is your youngest.
Youngest.
Okay. Same in my house too. Yeah. She fully rules the house to the point where I was getting ready for bed last night, and she was like, "Oh, Dad, I'm sleeping in the bed tonight." I was like, all right, okay. No problem, Penelope. You run the house. I don't mess with her too much. She's got her own seat at the island in the kitchen. Like no one touches it. Right. That's her
That's
seat.
good. Your boys like know like that's Penelope's. And
yeah. She loves to get them riled. The boys love to get her riled up because she's such a type A intense person that
they sound very similar. Scarlett sounds very similar. Very similar. But our boys are a little closer in age. So I think our middle child is like, he's like a dream child. He gets along with anybody. But my oldest and Scarlett, Marco and Scarlett, they're the ones that tend to always, Marco loves to, you know, push her buttons.
Oh yeah.
And she's very type A. So, and very competitive. So they always have their like little sibling rivalry going on. Yeah.
Yeah, Penelope can only do dance because with sports, like if she loses, you know, forget it.
She's so mad.
I'm hoping she gets over this at some point, but she.
Yeah, she might be good for single single sport.
Yeah, she should have been named after my mom because she is my mom to a T. I
Yeah.
mean, they are
Just
so.
skip the generation.
Yeah, skip the generation for sure.
Penelope's a really cute name. I like that.
No, thank you. But
Yeah.
I cut you guys off. What do you do? What do you do for fun? Or you for
Oh.
yourselves or for the kids? Is
Yeah.
it
I build things.
build things?
Like that's like literally what I do for fun is build things.
I love that, Ryan.
So I don't
Tables or
no, like landscapes.
Not as much the furniture.
Like I
Oh.
will build like
right, I saw-
walls,
I
like
saw it on your
huge
Instagram.
walls.
I saw it on your Instagram. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were filming
Just
him
for fun.
building.
Oh,
something.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
He's finishing a fireplace that he was building out at our property, which is not very different than what we
It's-
do for our job.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like 14 feet high by like 7 feet wide by like 6 feet deep.
That's awesome.
But that's what I do for fun.
Yeah.
I build things because I don't get to build
Every day.
on my projects.
Yeah.
So-
yeah.
yeah,
I do like building.
like to get
I
outside.
have built like my whole
he's-
life.
yeah. He's
So-
outside. Like when it's warm, he's outside,
Yeah.
like doing stuff, and the kids enjoy it too because they're outside doing it with him. Like
love that, yeah.
He used to have a small
A dingo, it's a mini skid
small
steer.
skid steer, whatever
those things
tractor
are great.
thing.
And you
Yeah.
change the attachments in front.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
power wheelbarrow.
Yeah,
And our
yeah.
10-year-old like could drive it, and he
That's
would
so
drive
fun.
it and like help him.
Bring stone
So-
to me, and
Yeah.
yeah, so I'd build like these 6 foot high by like 80 foot long field stone walls, no mortar, all dry stack, and teach my kids how to build all these things.
No mortar, dry stack, which means you
Yeah.
got to know. So you chip at them to get them to sit
Mm-hmm.
right, and
Yeah, which I like not doing any chipping.
Not just-
Like,
just building it
I can,
naturally.
set it, choose a stone, toss one aside if I don't like it, or throw it in as backfill. But yeah, so
But Ryan, what an advantage though.
It's an intense hobby.
Yeah, that's hobby. No, but what an advantage though because when you're designing,
yeah,
you're knowing because you physically know how to touch the stone and you know the trees, you know the bushes, you know the flowers. What an advantage.
oh yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like
He
for
really knows when like the subs that we work with, if they're doing it right,
Yes.
if they're building it properly,
Yes.
and he can spot it like a problem or anything like right away.
Mm.
Yeah, which is huge, knowing because he did it all himself before, so he really does understand
yeah,
construction.
we had one project in the like last year or year and a
Oh,
half.
we haven't told him about our
where-
other hobby.
No, we'll get to that. Where we had these dry stacked walls built. They're 2 by 2. We built it on the entire perimeter of this property, the street side, and it was like maybe 700 or 800 feet long or more. But it's like came out absolutely fantastic. Like I love New England like stonework that is just
Yeah.
all natural, like no mortar. Yes, we build mortar walls where we'll excavate and put in footings, pour foundations and everything, and then veneer. So these walls they'll never go anywhere.
Right.
But they're structural. But when we can do dry stack, I absolutely love dry stack
That's
walls.
impressive. You were saying your other hobby though. You have another hobby.
Yeah,
Were you
yeah.
thinking the same one I was?
Well, go ahead.
the house flipping.
Yeah, but yeah.
You guys do house flipping?
Well, we do, I
We
guess.
do. So we'll buy
we don't
real
like to
estate.
call it that though. We like to call it house restoration.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
House
That,
restoration.
that sounds nicer. Yeah.
Yeah. So we've actually only done one so far. This is new for us. We kind of just got into this, but it went very well. So we just kind of wanted something that would, I guess, be something that wasn't so client heavy, where we could just kind of quickly get something done
We're the
and
client.
Yeah, you're the
we
client.
can do it however
Choose
we
it all.
want.
But,
Yeah.
But how do you hold back your superpower though, right? Like you design beautiful homes. You design
Yeah.
beautiful homes.
It's different.
How do you hold it back to say, oh, geez, I'd love to just do
We
that.
have a budget.
Yep.
A budget, okay.
It's
And my
different.
budget dictates everything.
Everything.
It is
everything.
different,
Everything.
but it's kind of a fun challenge because, as a designer, I know what's really nice and I know what looks really beautiful and, what people want. But you have to try and get that look,
Yeah.
but with, more modestly priced materials. And I think it's doable. I mean, it's not going to be like a show house, but for what people want in their homes and what they want them to look like, their kitchens and bathrooms and things, it's doable.
I
So,
love that.
and we really enjoyed the first one we did. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
but it helps you in your everyday work too, because clients like that are going to come around to say, hey, you know what? We have a slightly smaller budget. I love
Yeah.
what you do,
Yeah.
but I can't do the
Yes. Right.
you know,
Right, exactly. It gives you a really good knowledge of like where to get something that's not necessarily all coming, you know, straight from the design center or, you know, really high end product.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that side, that whole business, like I have a construction supervisor's license as well, so I can pull all the permits and oversee all those projects.
Right.
Whereas on like this side of the business, like Chestnut Grove, I don't really use my construction supervisor's license.
No, we're
Right.
not
Like
doing
we'll
design
pass
builds.
off to,
Yeah.
we'll bring in a contractor,
Yeah.
and then I'll just pass if I need permitting done, I just hand it all off.
Yeah.
Got it.
Like I don't use it on that side
Got
of the
it.
business.
Got it.
Yeah, we love to always build a really solid team at the beginning, especially if the client came to us first. It's something that we love to help our clients do is just kind of get the right builder, first get the right architect, then get the right builder involved. And then we've got like a really solid team because we've got landscape interiors, architect, builder, and ready
Okay.
to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have to tell you both, I was impressed with your story, and I learned so much about you that I had no idea. But it was great to have you down here, and thank you for coming down. And
Thank you.
I look forward to hearing about the business and seeing you at the next event and the next project we're going to have together. So thank you both for coming down, and have a great day.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Manny.
Manny. We
Yeah.
really appreciate you. It's
Yeah.
just been a pleasure to work with you over the years, and
Thank
I'm
you.
looking forward to many more.
Yeah, well, I appreciate a good husband and wife team, and
Yeah.
what a duo. And the fact you have the same birthday is even more impressive.
Yep.
All right, thank you guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.